Oh yeah. Wait a minute, girl, can you slow down? Wait a minute, girl, what's the rush now? I wanna introduce myself to you. My name is one-on-one guy, to prefer nouns. I like the way you put your fists together. I like the way you do your hair in the morning. I see why all the boys want you, girl.
This is Petro King.
YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders OTA'S and Ron Rivera speaking out, talking about Emmanuel Forbes playing the slot position and a ton of other news. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So the Washington Commanders continued OTAs today. They also had a bunch of press conferences. You heard from Ron Rivera, you heard from Curtis Samuel, you heard from Sam Howell. So it was a lot of news and information that came out today with the Washington Commanders. Let's start by talking about Emmanuel Forbes. Emmanuel Forbes had himself a really, really good day today. But let's talk about what Ron Rivera said. Ron Rivera on the cornerbacks. He said Forbes and St. Juste have been taking reps inside with Fuller remaining outside. So one thing about that, I think this means Emmanuel Forbes may be the slot cornerback if they're smart, because St. Juste, I like Juice on the outside. Okay, he's okay in the slot, but I would prefer him to be the outside corner. And then obviously with Forbes being the skinnier and probably faster corner out of the two, it'll make much more sense for him to be the slot. So I think Emmanuel Forbes may end up being the slot guy. What do you guys think? Because obviously Kendall Fuller is not going to play the inside. He has not been that same guy since he's came back to the Washington Commanders. And obviously St. Juste, his work is better on the outside. So I think this means Forbes is going to end up being the star slot. I mean, obviously they'll move him around, you know, and he'll play outside slot here and there. But I think if we're talking about the base three cornerbacks, you got Juice on one side, you got Fuller on the other side, you got you got Forbes in the slot. I think that's the smartest setup that the Washington Commanders should have. Obviously, you got some, you know, you can throw in some Danny Johnson in the slot or outside. You can throw in a little bit of Rashad Wildgoose if you want to. But if we're talking starters, St. Juste makes the perfect sense to be the outside guy, and then obviously you slide in Forbes in the slot, and I think that would be the perfect setup. So that's what I think. What says you? They asked about Cameron Curl. Ron Rivera says the team has a plan for prioritizing potential extensions. Waiting game for the ownership change is the issue. Needs to know if the new group concerns with that said plan. So obviously we know nobody's getting extended, nobody's getting anything done with their contracts because the ownership thing is being handled right now, and obviously they have a plan of how they want to approach the new ownership, but the ownership has all right to turn down Ron Rivera's plan. So again, nothing being done with Cameron Curl yet, but obviously he's not going to practice fully because he doesn't want to hurt himself. So then you go down to obviously some practice notes. Howell dropped in the bucket to Cole Turner for a 30-yard gain. Also, nice route by Turner to get open again. Cole Turner is going to have a big year. He was already going to have a big year, or have to have a big year, because he really didn't do anything last season. But now with the injury to Amani Rodgers, that's going to sideline him for the rest of the year. We need a big year from Cole Turner, so it's exciting to see him improve. Then you got Cody Barton news. Cody Barton ends the 7-on-7 series with the starters with the INT pass off of Sam Howell. Looks like he was targeting Logan Thomas on that play. So it's good to see Cody Barton making plays. Obviously, Sam Howell with the interception. He's going to happen, all right? He's a young guy. He's going to learn. He's going to make mistakes, so don't sweat it too much. But Cody Barton making plays, I love to see it, because you guys know I was a big Cole Holcomb fan, and I was kind of pissed that we didn't extend Cole Holcomb. So it's good to see Cody Barton making plays, and I hope that that can translate into the regular season. Then you got another note from Zach Salisbury. There's another really good catch from Cole Turner. This time it's from Brissett for about 20-yard gain. So shout out to Cole Turner making plays. And then you got more Emmanuel Forbes. Since Forbes working against Dawson in 7-on-7 drills, broke on the ball and nearly picked it off. So again, Forbes making some really good plays. That's exciting to hear. It says now Forbes working against McLaurin. Same thing. Forbes forces a PBU on a contested pass. So watching him and Terry McLaurin battle all summer long is going to be really, really fun. It's going to be Terry McLaurin getting Forbes better. And the one thing about Emmanuel Forbes, he's going to be facing a lot of talent. But he's not going to get no break, okay? Because Terry McLaurin is really good. Jahan Dawson is really good. Curtis Samuel is really good. And obviously, De'Ami Brown has the potential to be really good, too. So Forbes is going to be getting worked all summer, and that's only going to make him better. So he's making plays today, so shout out to him. But unfortunately, we do have some injury news. Kazmier Allen has a hamstring injury, so he didn't practice for the remainder of the day. That sucks because he was a guy that Ron Rivera liked so much, and he spoke so highly of him, of potentially being a punt returner and kick returner. So I don't think this hurts his chances of making a roster. He probably just won't practice anymore for OTAs if it is a severe injury, a hamstring injury, but he'll fully be ready for training camp. I have no doubts about that. Next note, Sam Howell has been really sharp today, including a great over-the-top ball to Cole Turner, but Emmanuel Forbes just had a good read to release on the breakup pass. Howell intended to throw it to Jahan Dawson. So again, Forbes making some plays. You love to see it. And then you got Curtis Samuel. Like I said, he talked on the mic. He said Curtis Samuel on Sam Howell. He's throwing dots. You love to hear that. Too many balls on the ground. Bieniemy yells after Forbes breaks up another pass, this time to McLaurin. So, again, like I said, Emmanuel Forbes had himself a day today. So, shout out to him, man. Love to see it. It says today in Bieniemy's day, he made Brian Robinson redo his pre-snap motion. Then after he did it correctly, he made the offense do it again. And then he replied, simple S word. This is the S that's going to win games, he said. Ish, if you guys don't know what I mean. You know what I meant, but I like to keep it a little clean over here. Commanders QB Sam Howell on new Eric Bieniemy's offense. He says it's kind of a wordy system, but it's really good system. I love it so far. So yeah, man, it seems like it was a really, really good day for Emmanuel Forbes and the defense. The offense obviously trying to get in the swing of things, and you know, the defense is always going to be ahead of the offense when it comes to training camp, mini camp, OTAs. Eric Bieniemy looks to be getting on the fellas, man, and I love to see it, telling them this is the ish that's going to make us win games. So again, I love to hear it, but I'm glad Emmanuel Forbes is making some plays on the ball, man. Thing is, though, I think he may be the slot guy. And again, I have no problem with that. You know, he already called out Devonta Smith. And, you know, Devonta Smith is a guy that plays a lot in the slot. So he definitely going to get some bump this year. And I love to see him, you know, coming to the task of defending guys like Jahan Dawson and Terry McLaurin and etc. So there you have it. Just a quick little video today. Let me know what you guys think about it. Again, Emmanuel Forbes had himself a day. Sam Howell had a solid day. Defense really good today. And Kazmier Allen sustained an injury. Ron Rivera talking about Camp Curl. A lot to chew on, man. So let me know what you guys think about today's video. As always, been with Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hello to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers. So please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.
We the kings of the East, I hope you're hearing what I'm saying. The DMV behind you, commanders. Now it's time to step in the field and take command. 1932, we was established. We been running the NFC East every year after like. We got the best fans in the league. You cut through our skin, it's burning gold where we bleed. Cause hell to the commanders, we the best in the league. We fight for DC and the whole DMV. We got a new name but still got the same rings though. We got a new name but still on the same mission though. And that's the one it's about. We ring for back to the city.